Okay, now we're finna talk to my good old Pisces, and we're finna talk about love this week. Want to see what's going on this week when it comes to you and your love life. So I'm going to make it brief and I'm going to talk fast. Okay, this coming week, starting with today. So what's going on that you're experiencing this week when it goes to love it's similar to your past? So what experience that affects you now in your love life? What experience? Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for joining me, Pisces. I hope y'all doing good, and all my newcomers, what it do? What happened in the past is similar to what's going on now. What happened in the past, this got something to do with what's going on now. Okay, we'll get one. Okay, it says it's safe for you to love. See, you didn't want to believe in the past that it was safe for you to love. You had to open your heart to give and receive, do the highest energy of all. So it was safe for you to love back then. For some reason, you had your heart closed off a lot. This week is going to teach you something. Don't do that. They're trying to teach you, don't do what you've done in the past. It says, okay, now your current experience in love. So what are you currently experiencing when it comes to love, since you felt like you had to open up in the past? So what you're going to experience this week when it comes to love? So what are you going to be experiencing in love? The love category, y'all. So what's going down in the love category? Now, the unconditional love. The unrequited love. I'm sorry. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So Pisces, there's not enough chemistry. You're going to come to a conclusion that's going to keep this love wide to be open. It's not this week. It's unrequited love. It's not, I'm here but I don't love you. So it's not required to be in this relationship with this person. But you're learning that it's not something that is built off. It's unrequited love. So it means we don't require love in it. In other words, I just want you to pay my bills and keep it walking. That's what that was. It says, now what you want from a love relation. What do you really want from a relationship? Do you really know? That's the problem this week when you're looking for a mate, because you're in an unrequired situation this week. So what are you looking for? But see, you need to pay attention to the red flags, Pisces. The signs are cautioning you. So you need to pay attention to the red flags, the flags this week when it comes to love, what you want in love. See, you're blocking the red flags. You see it in front of you, but you're blocking it. In other words, you see it, but you know it's not going anywhere, but you're not doing anything. So let's talk about it. So what's going on with this unrequited love? The red flags. What's going on behind your back? Give us something that's going on behind your back, and you need to pay attention to the red flags to this relationship, Pisces. So allegedly. Okay, Pisces. So what's going on in this relationship this week? That the red flags, you need to pay attention. See, you need to pay attention to Temperance card, because see, a 7 of Wands, they have put up their guard against this. Fire put up their guard against this against the situation. You have a guarded energy. That's why you're so guarded, and you're not willing to compromise, because you see, there's red flags. So you have your defense up. So you already know this relationship is not going to last, because you have your boundaries set to it. It's something about it that you don't trust it anyway, because it wasn't required to have love in it, and that's where the mess up came in at. Now, what you have to give to your lover, what do you have to offer your lover though? What do you really have to offer this love of your life? What do you really have to offer this love, since you set your boundaries, because you see the red flags? So you set your boundaries. Okay, so so what do you have to give in this relationship if it stays going? What do you have to offer this person Okay, you have, it says love yourself first. See, first you needed to learn to love yourself. And when you don't love yourself, that's when we do dumb things. I've learned this week you need to practice on loving yourself. You know, your self respect, you know, makes you more romantically attractive when you respect yourself and you first love yourself. Hey, I love me, man, so I'm going to let that go. You know, I gotta leave you be because it's not giving to me, so I don't want it, you know. And you noticing that you don't want this love. You're not feeling it. Now let's see, this says possible future experience in love. So what do you want to experience in the future? So you need to work on loving yourself. So what kind of love do you want to experience in the future that you're not experiencing this week? So you need to pay attention to the red flags because you got your boundaries up, because you're noticing this person, things don't add up. So what do you expect? Okay, what's the possibilities in the future experiencing love that you're going to experience? What you want in the future when it comes to love? So what do you think in the future? What the future got to hold? Since this week don't hold the kind of stuff you want to hear, but what's working for you this in the future? Now the future, it says separation. So it's time apart from your partner is in the horizon. So in the future, y'all going to end up separating because there was enough love and it's not enough to keep it going. So that's the whole point. What made you, so you're going to separate because you have to feel attractive to Pisces, and you got to learn to love you what you see, and you don't really love yourself as good as you should. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean to nobody, but there's somebody here that don't really love themselves, and they need to love themselves if they want to love you first. Once you learn to love you. Now give me some more on these red flags. So what else is you seeing that's causing red flags? Because you see it, you got your boundaries set. What else is the red flags? When it comes to this divine masculine, you have your boundaries set. So what is this red flags you have on this divine masculine? It is heart fog. You mix signals, blocked emotions, and you feel messed up. You feel like your emotions are blocked, and you're getting mixed signals from this person. So they're giving you the signals, but you're not catching on with this divine masculine. You're noticing they're getting more distant and further away from you because they're not yours. It says someone here wants to go out and cut the cord and selling and wants to go on a date with someone else. Someone says cut back and cut their attention. Someone wants to ask you out on a date, but it's a date online and don't look like you're going to open up to it. So what's going to happen on this date if you go on this date? What's going to happen if you go on this date? Clarity. You're going to get truth and honesty. Something is going to come out and give you clarity to something you didn't know at first. So you're going to get the clarity you need in a situation if you go out on this date. Online dating, because you feel intimacy because letting go. You're the runner. You let go of intimacy. You don't want to be stuck in that, and you have a fear of it, and you're letting go because you flee intimacy because you know what they're offering. Nobody wants STDs and infidelity and cheating. That's not in your cup of tea. So this week, just learn to love yourself. That's what you're going to be working on and looking at the red flags in your relationship. And this is unrequited love. It's not enough love. It wasn't built on love in the first place when y'all got together. So let's get that straight, Pisces. Like, share, subscribe.